All right, man. Let's talk about Pro Football Focus showing the Lions some big love by ranking their offensive line in the top five, um, top three to be honest. Um, and that's probably the strength in this football team. Everybody complained about how rest in peace with Jeff Glantley too from the Vikings. He passed away in a car crash in Dallas, Texas. But um, everybody talk about Jared Goff didn't have this and Jared Goff didn't have that. Jared Goff had a still good offensive line last year. People still say the line wasn't good, even though they shoving people in. That line was still good last year, to be honest. He just, he just would hold on to the ball a little bit long and do that little thing where he turned his back, and fall down. And he had a good running game last year and couldn't capitalize on none of that. And people said, well, he didn't have it. We make $30 million, bro. You better make somebody. You see what Rodgers do this year? If he remain healthy, Rodgers ain't got, Devontae Adams, but the train ain't gonna stop. Trust me. The train ain't gonna stop. You know, they still might not get over the hump with uh with the NFC to the championship, but you know, shit, the train ain't gonna stop. But but yeah, the line do look good. I heard Taylor Decker said some OTAs. I like he shouldn't even be there to be honest. Like, you shouldn't even be there. Like he's a veteran. Like go enjoy your summer. I know that's I know people gonna be mad about go enjoy your summer, bro. Like veterans shouldn't even be there, bro. Just being real. And go enjoy y'all summer, bro. Y'all stopping enjoy the rest of spring, dude. You shouldn't even have to show up to that crap. And just teach guys like Jeff Okuda and second year players and rookies, guys who on the bubble or may not lock for roster. So guys like Ragnow and if you want to come and check my weight, see how I'm doing, I show up for a second. Guys like Ragnow and Jonah Jackson and Taylor Decker and DeAndre Swift. His job could be on the line, but they shouldn't have to show up. Jared Goff maybe because he's the quarterback, he should get to know some people. His job could be on the bubble too. Guys like that, man. Shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, or are you coming back from an injury or something like that? You should have to show up, but you know what I'm saying? But if you use somebody like Tracy Walker, you know what I'm saying? See you when they mandatory. Decker, Ragnow, Jonah Jackson, High Tie. See you when they mandatory. DeAndre Smith, Jamal Williams, TJ Hawkinson. See me when they become mandatory. You know what I'm saying? Alexander Zoni, whatever his name is. See me when they become mandatory. Monty Awarie, see it when they become mandatory. I shouldn't even have to see y'all. And that's how I'm rocking. See y'all rookies and second year players and people on the bubble. See y'all in June or July. But you see the rankings he got right here. Best offensive line in the league, Lions top three. You can't argue. You can't argue this, the top five teams here. I mean, could you make Kansas City? I think Kansas City probably they creep up that list. They put some new tackles in there, some new linemen in there last year. And it takes time. You know what I'm saying? You just can't put 3 or 4 or 5 or 2 new offensive linemen. It's gonna work. It work in unison. That's what it's like. It's like camaraderie, bro. And then once they able to work in unison, then the running backs gotta figure out their cadences and how they moving and how they blocking and where can I slide at and you can just keep going on and talking about, then the tight end, he's an extension of the line. You got to implement him and, um, the quarterback, got to implement him and what he like to do. Somebody like Michael Vick might hold the ball a little bit longer and try to make something happen like Ben Roethlisberger or something like that. So I think Kansas City, man, the talent they added, they'll be up there. They'll be up there pretty soon. In Tampa, I mean, Tristan Wirfs, he was joking about how he didn't have Tom Brady number and Brady prank called him and stuff. And Tristan Wirfs probably the best right tackle in the game right now. Obviously, Panisa Will could be coming for that this year. I mean, the Browns they took Jack Conklin from Tennessee, Michigan State guy. Hopefully, I said his name right. added to the line, and that's probably why a lot of reasons why people don't want to touch Baker Mayfield. He had a great line, great running back, great receivers, and still couldn't make nothing happen. But he said he had an arm injury, so you know, Philadelphia, they line nasty. What's the dude's name over there? Man, I was trying to think of his name. I like him a lot. Lane Johnson. You know what I'm saying? Nasty guy. You want your team. You know, somebody you definitely want on your team. Nasty guy, man. Very very nasty. Um, so one thing about these this ranking and stuff of that nature, bro. These dudes nasty. Yeah, they got Jason Kelsey over there. So Lane Johnson. The Lions got some nasty dudes on the line too, bro. Um, Frank Ragnar's nasty as they come. Panisa Will nasty as they come. And you got Jonah Jackson who nasty too. So you need them guys. You also need them dudes that's gonna finesse too. You know what I'm saying? You also need them level headed guys. But Taylor Decker's more finesse. That's why a lot of people want to get rid of him. They feel like we need more of a run blocker on the left side. And I understand that too, but do a good job pass blocking. And that's the primary job of that. And then you also can always flip Sewell over there too from time to time. But obviously you don't want to do that a lot where you tip their hat off to them. You know what I'm saying? And then they know in Sewell on the left side, we running that way. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like when the Lions just bring in two or three offensive linemen and jumbo package for as tight ends, additional linemen. So I mean, that's one thing about these lines that it's up here. They all got multiple guys that's nasty. You know, they all got multiple guys that's nasty. And like I said before, the Lions line is gonna be it's gonna be an adjustment period because Taylor Decker didn't play last year, so with Frank Ragnar line, so it's gonna be a small adjustment period. But they played together before, but putting it all together with Sewell probably take a couple games. But I think by week 4 or 5, about a month to season, they should be clicking on all cylinders. So I mean, or yeah, Ragnar, they had a ranking about centers. I think it was the second or third best center, only because he got injured. He's the best. He's the best center in football. So I mean, it's no excuses for Jared Goff this year. Another year within the offense. Josh Reynolds, he familiar. Amar Ra, he familiar. T.J. Hawkinson, he familiar. DJ Shark, see how that go. Jameson Williams, see how that go. Cephas, he familiar with. See if Trinity Benson take a jump. Only concern, returning offensively is they just need to pick a running back they're gonna ride. You know, um, if I'm Nelmus Reynolds and I just compliment him with Swift, that'd be my game plan. For me it's Reynolds and I compliment him with Swift. And I don't mean that Reynolds get 20 carries, Swift get 10. No, I'm just saying I'll probably go Reynolds, however the balance go for the game flow. But they should be the two guys coming out the back for everybody else should just be supporting. Jefferson probably could have been the guy playing the Reynolds role, but he got injured. But when he did get in there, Jamar Jefferson and Godwin and the Buki T start fumbling. They look pretty good. So, you talk about the backbone and strength of this team. It started with the offensive line, and then you go to the running backs. The defensive line, man, it could be a strength for this team, especially with them going to an even front more of Levon Zorky and Aleem McNeil and Romeo Cora, Aiden Hudson coming back, Charles Harris, Austin Bryant, who kind of really been good when he's healthy. Josh Pascal, I think they brought in Captain John Panensi. I think I said they should have added Dominican Sue too, just for the leadership aspect. But, we'll see. But they just don't have a track record of Jonah Jackson, Frank Ragnar, Taylor Decker, High Top being here for a minute. I thought they was going to replace him with Logan Stenberger, but Stenberger got injured last year, so you don't want to let High Top walk and you don't know what you got in Stenberger. I mean, also you go Panisa Will, the Nelson kid. They got some Evan Brown. They got some dog. They got some depth there, bro. So um so don't be surprised if Nelson your left tackle in a few years neither. I mean a right tackle and Sewell go to left. But you look at the defensive line, it's gonna be interesting. Who comes, who goes, but the only thing I'll be concerned the defensive line are Brockers too. So I don't think I just be concerned is just camaraderie. putting Levon Torkian, who didn't really play last year, was injured. Even though it really wasn't reported. I mean, that's pretty much it. You know, implementing. I think Romeo putting his hand in the dirt. That's gonna help him. They got talent up there. They talent on the defensive line is just as just as good as the offensive line. I think the difference is the depth. So, that's how you win football games is in the trenches. They added some bells and whistles out there from last offseason. Bobby Price, AJ Brown, Jerry Jacobs. Thank good for me. I remember this name. So, I think Kirby Joseph is going to take some time. Um, Tracy Walker, your box guy. Bring back Amari Rari and pay him. So, yeah, just, next year is just going to be about, linebackers, quarterback. And then people going to separate themselves. Stenberger going to take over for what's the kid's name? For High Tide. It's Craig Reynolds, Jamar Jefferson, Godwin, and Ibuki going to separate themselves from Jamal Williams, which I think it will happen. Will Swift still be around? He got more jacked up. His dad's a bodybuilder, so if not, maybe looking to replace him. Um, so I mean, yeah, a couple questions. You see a couple guys coming. With Derek Barnes take the next step next year? With Malcolm Rodriguez, translate. So it's gonna be interesting, bro. So they closer, but I just don't really think the rebuild really. I think they priming the line more, but I don't think the rebuild really get running and cutting until they find a quarterback. But when they do, I think we have more insight on the defensive line. We have more insight on the offensive line. I think the running back situation started to cipher itself out. I think the receiver situation you're gonna start to find out. Will Williams stick? Will Shark stick? Will Reynolds stick? Will Brown stick? And then I think with all that coming together, I think you're gonna see Hawkinson separate itself as a probably 120, 130 target type of tight end, to be honest. So I think you're gonna start to see everybody start to separate, and then it's just gonna be plugging in the quarterback. It's gonna be figuring out what running backs we running with, which ones we not. Um, and I just think the DBs they should be better. So really, you're gonna be looking at continuing the depth, continuing the linebacker core. They're gonna continue to add offensive linemen. That's what good teams do. They're gonna continue to add defensive linemen, and it's gonna be interesting, bro. So they are starting to turn the corner, but you can't really get that line more going. You can't really get that corner like you running back on the edge. You can't really get that corner until you get a true quarterback. And once they get that, then you just hope Lady Luck on your side as far as injuries and stuff. So in the way to bounce your way. But yeah, it's a good company to be in. Can't argue Cleveland, Philadelphia, Tampa, Green Bay being up there. Can't argue that. So probably a few other teams out there that ain't been mentioned. So I think the Giants are starting. They're gonna start turning the corner finally. So, but I think Kansas City right there behind us. So we'll see, man. But let me know what you girls and guys think. Check Detroit Lions Talk playlist. Thumbs up the video. Share the video. Subscribe to the channel. And subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications. Increase your chance to get notifications. Go live with drop a video. Financially, you want to support the channel. Cash App, $ CJ Good 313. Venmo CJ Good 313. PayPal link in description. Appreciate the love support. Find me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Got business question, card response, video requests. All of them links in the description. Appreciate the love support. Check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist for more videos like this. Don't forget to check out my main channel right here on YouTube, Goodfella TV, for more sports, music, news, and entertainment. Goodfella TV. Appreciate the love, support. One time for the one time. Peace. And don't forget, check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist. And I will be ramping up the Piston content probably tomorrow. Start doing some more draft spotlights and free agent spotlights. Still start stepping that up. But appreciate y'all. Peace.